Morning and welcome again to Pearl Baptist Church. This is becoming a bit normal doing it this way, although it's still a bit strange. But anyway, the church isn't dead, it's alive and well, even though the building is closed. And we welcome you this morning. And if you haven't been with us before, we're delighted that you're with us now. And we'd love to hear from you. So maybe you'd like to contact us. At the end of the service, the details will come up on the screen, how you could do that. We'd love to hear from you. Now, Barry's going to be leading us in our prayers this morning. Trevor's going to read the Bible passage from which James will be speaking, and Peter and Nick are going to lead us in some sung worship at the end of the service. We're also going to be hearing from Alan and Mega Barker, who work for BMS in Nepal, and as a church we support them in their work. So let's begin with this. Mrs. Marble, a Sunday school teacher, was describing that when Lot's wife looked back at Sodom, she turned into a pillar of salt. Little Percy interrupted. My mummy looked back once while she was driving, he announced, and she turned into a bicycle. Let's have our opening prayer before we go any further at all. So Lord, thank you that your church is alive and well, even though the church building is closed. During this strange time, we continue to meet together to praise and worship you. This morning, Lord, help us to listen and receive from you. Bless us, we pray, during our time together. Amen. Have you ever wondered what Megan and Alan's house is like in Nepal? Can you imagine it? Well, they're going to show us round and we're going to have a look now.
Hello everyone, welcome to our house. We can't be with you in the UK at the moment because obviously everyone's stuck, but we thought we'd show you a little bit around our house and the surroundings. We're actually out on our balcony, the back balcony at the moment, where we sometimes sit and have coffee and watch the world go by. As you can see from the surroundings, we have maize fields, we have banana trees, we have goats and chickens and buffalo. So although we're in the middle of the city, it still feels very much like the countryside. Let's go indoors now.
So, welcome to our kitchen. Here's our water filter so that we don't get sick from the tap water. And this is of course where a lot of action happens, like most families back in the UK, we spend a lot of time in our kitchen. We have a nice cooker, fridge, general normal things like you have at home. This is where we sit to have our dinner most evenings. And through here, you can see where we sit to watch our television. But main reason we've brought you here is to show you this is where Alan spends a lot of his time at the moment, given that he can't go to work on his dependent visa. This is his office, where he does what he can to support his friends. As for me, I'm going to the hospital most days these days. Occasionally I have a working from home day, and for the first 3 weeks of lockdown I was confined to my office, which is this little corner here.
And this is the way we come in and out of the house. We actually live on the first floor. If you look down there, you can see the steps. And then over here is the way in. We don't actually live on a road. As you can see, we live on a very rough path that leads to the house and the gate and our yard. But this is the view from the back balcony. We'd love to welcome you here anytime you're passing.
We'll hear again later on from Alan and Megan. But now we're going to raise the roof as we join in worshipping and singing How Great Thou Art.